Hey Dennis, I'm a huge fan and I'd love to see you make a video on this movie since it's the 40th anniversary. The Star Wars Holiday Special? I didn't even know there was a Star Wars Holiday Special. P.S. You'll need this after the movie. Don't open it until after you watch it. What? Okay. What is it? It's heavy, whatever it is. I'll give it a watch. If I had time and a hammer, I'd track down every bootleg copy and smash it, George Lucas. Really? That's kind of mean. I mean, this special can't be that bad. Can't be any worse than Attack of the Clones. Or could it? Only one way to find out, I guess. Here we go.
Wow, I missed. Boy, I love what I do on this channel. I mean, I really, really love what I do here. I get to talk about some of the most amazing movies of all time, some of the most creative, challenging, artistic movies. I get to talk about them all the time here. Today is not one of those days. So today marks a very special day in Star Wars history. Actually, it's not special at all. Why am I talking about this movie? Why am I here? And I did this to myself. I was curious. I wanted to see this. So I did it. I got a copy of the DVD. I watched it. I have no one but myself to blame for this. Today is the 40th anniversary of the Star Wars Holiday Special. This special is by far one of the worst yet most interesting things to ever happen in TV history. This special aired once in 1978, 40 years ago today, and has never aired again. There's not a proper DVD release or Blu-ray release of this. All you can get are bootleg copies. Everyone who was involved with this special has talked negatively for years about this. The original Star Wars cast from the original movie, they're all in this special, by the way. They're not like imitators. The actual cast is in this. That just blows my mind right there. They have talked negatively for so many years about this. They don't even like talking about it. It's kind of amazing that this special exists because words can't describe how awful this special is. But I'm going to try to describe this special and talk about it, because trust me, I took some interesting notes, and there is some shit to say about this. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into this. If there really is one word that I would say to describe this entire special, it's pointless. I don't mean the whole special is pointless. I mean, it is pointless. But what I mean by pointless is there's so much things that happen in this special that make no sense, that don't add up to anything. There's absolutely nothing. I took notes on it, and it's kind of amazing. It's amazing that this special exists. First off, let me explain what the plot of this special is. The plot of this movie is Harrison Ford, Han Solo, tries to get Chewbacca home in time to celebrate the Wookiee holiday Life Day. That's it. That's the plot. That's the whole plot. So how can that wrap up in an hour-and-a-half special? You throw in pointless stuff. That's what I mean by pointless. By pointless, like I said, scenes that don't add anywhere. Freaking celebrity guest stars that just make no sense. This special doesn't make any sense. So, I wrote down how long some of these pointless scenes end. We start off meeting Chewie's family, his wife, his dad, and his son. And we go through 4.5 minutes of nothing but Wookiee gargling, whatever you say, growling, whatever you want to call it. 4.5 minutes. Just imagine that. You're sitting down watching the TV, and for 4.5 minutes, all you hear is... I'm not making that up. I am not making that up. So, something else happens. Around the 4.5 minute mark, you're asking yourself, okay, can something happen at this point? So we get a circus act. Yeah, out of nowhere, Chewie's son pushes a button on a table, and we get a miniature circus act that runs for about 2 minutes and 34 seconds. I'm not kidding. I wrote this stuff down. And if you don't believe me, find out yourself. The special is free to watch on YouTube. I don't know why I bought a DVD copy of this. So after that, we get a scene with Luke Skywalker, and my God, does he look horrible. I mean, just look at this picture. What happened to him? It's like they spray painted a bunch of makeup on him, and I can't explain it. It's just, ugh, what happened? Now, I did hear a rumor that Mark Hamill did get in some sort of car accident before making the special, so I guess to cover up some bruises and stuff like that, they just not spray painted, but put a bunch of makeup on him. But good Lord, look at this! What happened? He looks terrible. I don't know if that story is actually true, but my God, they had to have done something besides that to work around, because that looks horrible. So Art Carney makes an appearance in this movie, and he plays multiple different characters in this. And they're all pointless. Again, you're going to hear this word a lot in this review, because that's the best I can describe as pointless. He runs a shop that sells Wookiee items, and this Imperial officer comes in, and he describes every single item. Throughout this whole special, I just say to myself, what was going on? What was going on behind the scenes? Someone actually said, cut, that's a wrap. I like that scene. Don't redo it. Don't take it out. Just leave it in. Why did they leave it in? So then after that, we get a cooking scene. Oh, great. Wookiees cooking. That must be fun. And can you guess what this scene is? You got it right. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Just the dialogue this person says is just... what? I get this is in a different universe, but at least in the Star Wars movies when they were talking about their own stuff, we knew what they were talking about. Here, I don't know what's going on. They're talking about cooking something. I don't know what it is, and then the stir, whip, 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 stir, whatever it is, it makes no sense! And that cooking scene lasts for 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Yeah, adds absolutely nothing. And of course, the Wookiee can't speak English. We have no idea what the hell she's saying. So then Art Carney's character, well, one of his characters, shows up at Chewbacca's home. By the way, the Wookiee planet, we would know it nowadays as Kashyyyk, because that's how it was pronounced in the movies. No, it's called Kazook in the special. Why? I mean, I get we haven't heard of a Wookiee planet before up until this point. It's just a weird name. It sounds like a circus tent. You know, like, welcome to the Kazook performance. It's weird. It's a weird thing to mention, but it's in my notes. So anyway, Art Carney gives the Wookiee family some gifts, and we get... I can't figure out a way to describe what this scene is without just completely saying what it is. So I'm just going to say it. Children watching, cover your ears, because we get a masturbation scene. I am not making this up. Look up the scene for yourself. It's this chair that you sit in that this Wookiee gets, a little thing that goes over his head, and this really attractive girl is talking sexually to the Wookiee. And she is making very sexual remarks towards the Wookiee. And by the way, you can't see the Wookiee's hand at all during this, so that alone makes it a masturbation scene. And then she goes into a song. And that whole entire scene lasts 6 minutes and 53 seconds. So then Imperial stormtroopers and an Imperial officer comes into Chewie's home, because I guess the planet's surrounded by an Imperial force or something. I don't know. I was barely paying attention. So Art Carney decides to distract one of the Imperial guards by pressing another little button on a table, and we get a Jefferson Starship song that lasts 3 minutes and 25 seconds. What are they doing in here? I mean, I get their name is Jefferson Starship, so, you know, Starship, Star Wars, spaceships, whatever. But seriously, when you hear Star Wars, the first thing that comes to your mind, do you really think Jefferson Starship? No! I mean, it's a good song, don't get me wrong, but why were they in this? Did they just randomly pick one of the most popular bands of the 70s and just say, yeah, you're going to be in our holiday special? I wonder what the band thought when they asked them that. They were probably just like, what? Because that was my reaction when I found out they were in this special. What? So then the dumb little kid Wookiee watches a cartoon of Star Wars in the Star Wars world. Like Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Princess Leia, C-3PO, they're all in this cartoon, yet they're in real life as well. It makes no sense. But we get some highlights of the cartoon, and by far, the best part of the cartoon is we get the very first appearance of Boba Fett. That's pretty cool. I mean, he does more in this cartoon than he does in the actual movies. And can you guess the one word that this cartoon represents? Pointless! Yep, it's pointless. It adds nothing to the story, yada yada. You're tired of hearing me saying this. I'm tired of saying it. The animation's terrible. Luke looks like he's on crack. Han Solo looks like he had a stroke. The only character that looks somewhat decent is Princess Leia. But then again, the animation is so terrible, I don't care how she looks. I don't care if she looks like a person. I don't even care. I don't even know what they're doing. In the cartoon, I have no idea what they're doing. I kind of checked out at that point, and really, I don't care. Do you care? Because I don't care, and I saw the damn movie. So then the cute little kid Wookiee that you just want to punch in the face, he puts together his present that Art Carney gave him, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes or however long earlier. He goes to put it together, and there's an instructional video for it, and the instructional video describes absolutely everything on how you put it together, and it lasts 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Can you guess what I'm going to say? That's right, it's pointless! I'm going to skip past that. It's so pointless, I'm going to skip right past that and talk about Bea Arthur's bar scene. Yeah, Bea Arthur's in this, and she has a bar scene. That's a complete ripoff of the Cantina bar scene, but you know what, it's Star Wars Holiday Special. Anyone who cared stopped caring after they heard 4 minutes of Wookiee growling and absolutely nothing happening. If I'm going to be honest, though, Bea Arthur's bar scene, is probably the best part of the special. I'm not gonna lie. She goes into a song number, and it's actually not that bad of a song. It's kind of catchy. Don't get me wrong, it's not good at all, but it's not that bad compared to what the whole special is. It's by far the best scene of the movie. But don't worry, that scene doesn't last for very long because the song lasts about 4 minutes and 43 seconds. And then we get back to the annoying Wookiees. And guess what? Han Solo and Chewie, they made it back. Oh, goody, they made it back. Yeah, and they go to foil a stormtrooper, but the stormtrooper catches them. And how does Han Solo take down the trooper? He doesn't shoot him. He doesn't, fight him and throw him off the ledge. No, he fakes him out, and the stormtrooper trips over his own gun and just falls over the ledge. Help! So Chewie gets home, his family's all happy, the Imperial officers are gone, and then Han Solo leaves. He says he couldn't stay. You're like family to me, he says, although he never sees them. We never hear of them again, so I just assumed after the special they just died. That's the best I can explain. And then the Wookiees dress up in these red robes and goes into this beam of light in space, and they're all in this enchanted room, I guess you could say, although it looks pretty ugly. It just looks like a set because it is a set because there's no budget for this special. And then out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, I don't know how they showed up, the cast members all join the Wookiees. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, C-3PO, R2-D2. They're all in the room with them. No idea how they got there. And then Princess Leia sings a song. Thankfully, it's the shortest of the pointless parts because it only lasts 1 minute and 32 seconds. She doesn't have a terrible voice, but guess what I'm going to say? It's pointless! And then random shots from the movie Star Wars appear at the end credits. They appear throughout the whole special, but they appear right after the song plays. Chewbacca and his family eat dinner, yada yada whatever. This special sucks! So yeah, as you couldn't tell, this is the worst thing Star Wars has ever given us. Say what you want about the prequels. If you hate The Last Jedi, say what you want about The Last Jedi. Nothing can be as bad as the Star Wars Holiday Special. I'll give it this, though. It is on a level of so bad it's entertaining, but then again, it makes you stupid. Makes you pretty stupid. I'm pretty sure I lost a couple brain cells when the movie ended. So yeah, that's the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's free on YouTube to watch. I would recommend seeing it if you're a Star Wars fan, just to see how awful it is. I mean, good Lord, I saw parts of it before I saw the whole thing, but after I saw the whole thing, I was just like, good Lord, that was terrible. This movie falls under the realm of movies like The Room or Troll 2. It's up there. If you can find a bootleg copy, if you're like me and you want a copy of it, go on eBay and find a copy. That's what I did. Or, like I said, it's free to watch on YouTube. Go ahead and check it out. Make fun of it with some friends. It is a good time when you do that. So what are your guys' thoughts on the Star Wars Holiday Special? Yeah, that's a dumb question. Everyone thinks it sucks, so what's the part that made you laugh the most in the Holiday Special? Whatever your thoughts on it, let me know in the comment section. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, click right here. And I'll see you guys next time.